Okay. Hell, it works. Okay. Hello. Wait, someone's in the way. Hello, I am Zryken. It's been a week, basically. So I had something to take care of last weekend, so I wasn't really there here for most of that. So, uh, yeah. Hello. Um, what are what are we doing today? As the title suggests, we're making another figure out of twist ties. If you don't know what I mean, uh, let me bring in and the last thing I made on stream out of twist ties myself. This was the start of version 2. What I'm gonna be doing today is version 3, and I will have to say I am gonna be a lot better than that because uh, uh the I thought it would be more fun if I just just not get everything ready but get ready at the same time. Oh, wait, what fell? Like got that. Uh, got that. I went and bought a lot of stuff, so I decided just show it off, cause I did get more materials. There's definitely more. Maybe not these, but I'm gonna throw them in anyways. I had these for a while. Then we got that. Huh. Crazy. I found another stand in that. Okay, that's the plus side of cleaning up, I guess. Oh, that. Actually, I was wrong. I know who that belongs to. Oh wait. Nope, that was another stand. Okay, so I don't need these. I took them out and now I gotta put them back. But for now, I can show you what these are. So this thing is a very metallic type of twist ties, right? Normally you would use these for wrapping candy, like candy wrappers, or like, not like wrappers, but like, like those little goodie bags, or like you see the stuff you see on the ends of bread. These are just kind of meant to like keep them together, but I am a very strange individual, so I use these for other means. This one was interesting because I might be using this a lot, and it's just red twist ties. This might be the correct color, might be, might not be, but it's literally an entire box full of it. So, whenever I see something like that, that makes me really happy. That's the other one. So I bought blue foil. So, is that? Oh, I had more. I know what it is, but I'm too lazy to get it. This one is... It's already open up here. I know what this one is because I needed it. I needed some of these colors. So it's red foil and pink foil. So there is just 2 of each. So there's that. And I didn't really realize that, but they're different sizes. I'm not gonna use them all though. Most of these projects don't need all of it really. But it's always fun to have, just in case. And, I'm gonna leave these 2 out. This one, put that down. One I actually needed were these. This is black, obviously black twist ties, but holy crap, why is it hard to open? Is this sealed? Am I supposed to like, what the heck? How do you expect me to open this? Why is it like different than the other? No, these are heat sealed. Oh, that is weird. Never had that before. Well, I have scissors, so. Hold on. I should probably bring my pair of scissors over here instead. Cause I got these fancy ones. These scissor, the guitar shaped ones. I think these are ambidextrous, so should be fine. Now we just cut through that. Cap on before anyone hurts themselves. And put that somewhere in the corner where I remember it. I think it made it worse. Because now I can't get a grip on it. Oh no, it's fine. I think. Wow. Multiple tools. But yeah, this is black twist ties, obviously. But the thing is, these are paper. And the reason why I need paper is because the other one I used for my last model were the shiny metallic ones, I would say. Like, they're the shinier consistency, and I didn't want those. Oh, these are semi-gloss, but like, these are a lot more durable than, like, if we focus on, sorry, we're gonna focus on my crotch for a bit, but like, whatever the shiny bit was, so it's gonna be definitely a lot better. The problem now I'm seeing is just how am I gonna replicate all this without using the pipe cleaners in the future. But the other thing I learned when I was designing my current design was because of this, like, if I wanted it to make it again, I wanted to get rid of this, the back. It felt very annoying to pose and stuff like that, so I made it very simple. Let me shrink myself a bit. Then PNG to move myself down a little more, and then image. Yes. Let's move that to folder. Should be this one. That way we can have a reference. So this is the reference I'm going to be working off of, because it is me after all. Also, if you notice from the reference and the actual finished, like, quote unquote finished product, they're kind of different, because the visor is a lot more tighter on the reference, but in the actual model it's like wider, longer. So I just thought that was really funny to point out, especially since it's myself. But I won't need this since it's the second one, so I'm gonna put that back. How much are the white ones I have left? Like, I've had this one for the white ones for a couple years, maybe more than a couple years. I've had it for a long time, and I think I finally made it through halfway. This was a count of 2,000, I think. So yeah, it tells you how much how much you actually need for that kind of thing. Last thing I made? Where is it? I thought it was around here. Oh, it's behind me. Oh, found it. So the last one I made was this one. I will do a dedicated stream to this one, but for now, it's kind of stuck in purgatory because of stuff. Like, I don't exactly know what happened, but I just kind of stopped working on it after a week. So, yeah, this one, I don't. I might have to rewatch some of the things, and I will take notes. I have to take notes on this. So that is it for that one, and let's get started, because I think I wasted enough time. Okay, and now we can get started. The thing is, I'm gonna go with a full black, a full black body base at least, because doing it all white and then covering it in black was really annoying. Especially like in this case, like if you wanted to see, even though it's like mostly covered, you can see some slightly annoying details where right here you can see like the white breaking out. Same with here, like this is black, but like while in reality it was just white. The entire inside was white. So at the time it made sense at the time, but this time we won't do that. But yeah, let's see. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, like actually these are a lot slimier. These are like rubberier. Maybe it's not the right material. I actually thought these were paperback, but these are like the ones you would use for electrical cords. Oh, these are plastic. That's why. I guess we'll just have to see how this goes. Because I haven't had the plastic ones in a while. It's either like paper or like metallic. But yeah, this is gonna be weird. I'm almost disappointed about these. I didn't check these before. Because if this doesn't work, then we could try doing another thing. But it should be fine. My only concern is just how it feels. Because, well, actually, no, it's fine. Right. Then... the reason why I wanted to make it an upgrade one is because I have a project that I kind of want to try doing. I want to try doing it, but it requires me to have the other one done. But I also have to make sure that it is sort of in scale. Let's see. That, even if it's not in scale. None of these are ever in scale, funny enough. So that's another thing. Like, I guess that's annoying for me. Where it's like, it's annoyingly interesting that these are never in scale whenever I make them. But yeah, a lot of it, the base body is just a whole bunch of like twisting and making like a skeletal frame. Like I guess it's kind of that weird thing where I found myself uh slightly annoyed that I go a little too hard into these kind of things. Cause like I never go like, oh yeah, that's good enough. And it's like, no, it has to be better. It could definitely be different. That kind of thing. But the other thing is I can always do a thing where in that twist tie figure thing, what I did instead was like separate it into parts. So I spent 5 days doing one part or another, and but like it was like it's gradually building it, right? So the first day was something like sketching it out, which I don't really need to because it's already in this corner right here. The other thing was to like make the skeletal frame the next day, and then the day after was to improve on that skeletal frame, like add mass to it. And the third, like it just kind of gradually became what it was now. And yeah, it was just I gotta take notes and be like a little more informative. Like I want to probably either make a dedicated video or a stream to it, but I think I'll probably follow the format of making a dedicated video to it because of the fact that I did start it as a video, so I think it'd be better to end it as a video, that kind of thing. Oh yeah, I think oh my god. So I think last weekend when I was just like out of the house, I was thinking of like things I could talk about on stream. I was like, oh yeah, that's such a good idea. And then as that time came, I'm like, wait, I remember I wanted to talk about stuff. I don't know what it was about. I don't remember what the topics were, and it was sad. Like it was just unfortunate that I didn't really like. It's that, how do I say it? It felt very unfortunate that already forgot when I had my phone on me at all times. And like, you know, I could have taken notes of what I wanted to say or what I wanted to talk about, that kind of thing. But yeah, it happens. Since you, I don't know how I feel about the plastic ones. It feels a little loose, but we will definitely have to see. When I get it all done. I should have had a playlist ready. Bad. Hey. You'd think that like me being gone for a week actually will give me some good stories. It really didn't. Um, other than like some like just this, I wouldn't say the same thing, but I definitely had a very interesting time when I was gone. It was definitely not great, but it was definitely a lot more weirdly enjoyable because I wasn't like so the area I was at was very it had air conditioning. That was the one thing I was happy about. Um, but other than that, it could have been worse. Right. Now I just gotta do this. But, like what I'm doing now is just making the limbs. So this is a way to do it. The stuff I do is never like uh the stuff I do for this doesn't actually make a lot of sense. Hold on, I just lost feeling. That's not great. Remember to stretch. Remember to basically regularly exercise. Don't be me. Sometimes you just need to stand up. Oh, so last week before I actually left, I actually did build the Dreadnought Gundam. It was interesting. I actually kind of like it. Like, here I can show it, but it's right here. It's great. It's interesting. Like, I don't know why, but I like how the legs look. Like the bell bottom legs. It's so weird, but it's also interesting. But the other interesting thing is the backpack. If I could get it off at least. Can it come off? Yeah. So this entire red piece can come off, right? And it's just an X. And you can just slap this back on. And I thought it was interesting because it's just a rocket at this point. But yeah, the Dreadnought Gundam was interesting. And I don't mind it. And then you get the sex. And these parts do come off. So, because it's on a polycap. But all the stickers on this are just purely white. And I was thinking about doing something with it. But that's for another day. But yeah, back to work. Before I distract myself even further. Let's see. So this. I think what I could do is probably just straighten it out first. Because I was thinking, how am I going to do the joints? It's like normally I do the legs first because it makes it easier to stand, right? But I realized that I think I might have done it in a different way that I normally don't do. Yep. Hey. Let's see. Because we could probably have these parts as the knees. 'Cause I don't have to necessarily worry about the thighs as much. So we can have this extended again. That's the other thing. Most of this you don't have to worry about. If anyone's ever interested in making these out of twist ties, it's really great. Hey, dumpling. Because like I spent my entire life doing this. Like I don't really expect anyone to get this to be as ambitious like me. I've seen other images where it's just like super simple, or like weaving together like how people do like wicker baskets and stuff, and that's totally cool. It's just that the way I do it, I make it super compact, and it's completely unnecessary, I think. But like I think it's also one of those things. I don't know why, but I called this kind of thing junk art because I did basically take candy wrappers, like used candy wrappers, right? Like not from anyone, not from like other people, sometimes from other people, but like mostly if it came from me, it's totally fine. Sometimes I had that thing where I would ask people, I would always offer people gum, but I was like, hey, can you give me the wrapper later? So it's like I don't know. It's sort of it's I guess in a way it was weird, but also not weird at the same time. Because I really like making these things. Let's see. This is gonna be weird though. Actually, I can make that the knee. I could do the middle part as the knee. So I could probably twist that in. Maybe it could work like that. Then maybe do it like that for now. Let's see. And this is not final, by the way. It's not gonna be this tall or short. Is it short? It's a little shorter. But the thing is that it's not gonna be that short because of the fact that I am gonna add more heft to the feet. But it's always good to get a base like that ready. Maybe I should increase the legs, because this is what it looks like right now. Still trying to figure out. Like most of the stuff I do on the fly, it's always better to plan it out. I say that as someone who doesn't plan things out, so it's like it definitely would help, especially if you're like an artist that likes to plan ahead. Because I just generally like letting things flow. Right. Just extending it a little more. This is probably the first time I've actually done. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Um, I. The funny thing for me was that in my case, that was in my art class, but it just didn't really vibe with me, unfortunately. But it was also that fact that I was kind of lazy at school, so I didn't really go into my classes into that class to finish it. Apparently, there were other students that actually finished it for me, and I don't know how to feel about that. Other than I felt bad because then it made me feel like I was super lazy, which I was. I didn't really have anything. I wasn't interested in school, funny enough. But like, I didn't even know what I wanted to do. I still don't know what I wanted to do. But I know one fact was that I always made the teachers angry. But that's because of the fact that like they were frustrated that I didn't do anything. So they were just kind of frustrated in that sense. Which I think now I understand. Just not then. Oh god. And the other problem now is how it's sort of unbalanced, uneven. Okay, we got there. The thing I was planning to do for this was just it was to use this to make the hands, and then hey Megadong, use the paper one to go over, but due to how it feels, maybe it can work. But I think I could try. Should be fun. But let's finish the feet first, because I'm kind of curious to see how it's gonna go. Right. And another one. Oh, I also found out the funny thing was that apparently Hololive Promise is like a month late in their anniversary. Because well, the half anniversary, because now it's like 7 months instead of 6 months, when they were advertised I think for this month for the 6 month anniversary. So it was like, wow. It was really funny to learn about that. Right. Then I find something and stick with this one. No. Lost it. I'm trying to find that song again. But the funny thing, recently my current earworm is a song from Grand Blue Fantasy called End of Ragnarok, and it is great. I love it. I love. For some reason, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is my not all time favorite game, but it's definitely a game that I did not expect to like. And I like the fighting games, and it's the fact that I never delve in any deeper than that. So it's definitely really interesting to learn, to see how they deal with the story. So I was happy. It was interesting. For now, just gonna do it this way. It goes this way. Wait, hold on. Why did I do this? Some of these I do without knowing, without actually memorizing. So up here, down here. Oh, I see. But like I said, they're not always even, so it's gonna be uneven for the most part. Heels so that you can stand. Oh, it's a little taller. Alright, then maybe the feet are too long. Yeah, oh god. This is gonna be a little taller. I guess it's fine. So we got sticks for the legs. Minus this thing. I'm gonna put it up because it looks really weird. But yeah, that's how far we got. That is literally gonna be the entire base of what's gonna hold everything together at this point. Okay, the next one is adding a whole bunch of this. Maybe, yeah, I'm just gonna work on the legs for that. Because we're gonna bulk them up for now. And what's gonna happen is it is definitely gonna feel a little thicker. Feel thicker? It's gonna be a little more secure. At least in this case. Where it's gonna be a little more proportionate to where I kinda want it to be. Yeah, I think I remember. So I think the last time I did this was like last year. I think it was last year. It was one of the early streams I've done. I could take a look at that actually. No, it's fine. You definitely take care of yourself. I'm not really worried about like who's here or who's not. It's just God. I still have to play Wuthering Waves, but I stopped because I had to make an account, and I haven't done anything yet. Okay, let's see. When did I make that twist tie thing? March 4. March 4th. So it's been a little over a year since I made the last one. Since I made a stream related to this. I should probably do this more often, huh? Yeah, dude. Like I, I won't lie. I pre-ordered Gundam Breaker 4, but I did not expect it. No, I didn't. I couldn't. How to explain this? I'm upset a little bit because of the fact that I wanted to pre-order the physical for the Switch, but I couldn't. The reason being, oh wait, actually, I already made my own knees. That's cool. The reason being, for some reason, it's still not available on their store. Like Bandai Namco won't let you pre-order, and it's just like, hey, join the wait list. I'm like, how long has it been? And it's like 3 months until the game is released. Well, I'm very happy. It's just like, please, if you really want my money, I want to get that entry grade Strike Gundam. Give me my entry grade Strike Gundam. I want the gun barrel. I want the Strike Gundam because I really like the stickers they used for it. Because I had the recirculation one. The stickers on that weren't bad. But like, it's kind of annoying where it's just like, yeah, you want this? You're gonna have to wait. How long? Until the game is released or something? I don't know. I'd be pretty upset if it waited until that long. But like, for the meantime, I think I gotta get back into the other games I started, right? Like White Knight Chronicles, Origins, and also, was there another game? I know I've been telling myself I gotta get back into Lost in Vivo. A part of me is like, should I force myself to keep doing it? Because I only played it for like an hour, and I don't do well in the horror games, it seems. So it's like, oh god. Okay. But what was another one? Solstice is another game I played, but I still haven't finished. I feel like at that point I don't know what happened. All I could say was that I had a weird thing happen where it felt a little too fast to catch up on, or like I sort of got dizzy from it because too many things are happening at once, I guess. So a part of me was like, I probably shouldn't be playing games in the morning. Yeah. Subnautica can be scary if you're afraid of what's in the water. At least that's how I look at it. It made me realize that I am afraid of what's in the water. Or if it's like not Subnautica, it would have been like something in space. Like you don't know what's out there. You don't know if like a giant Cthulhu-esque thing is gonna break through the sky. It's that kind of thing. But like, I think that's why I like things like Dead Space, where it does feel a little more grounded. You know like Resident Evil and stuff. You know, it's a little more grounded. You know what's at stake. You know what the threats are, and you're basically playing as like an American action hero that's just trying to stop all that from happening. Okay, now the question now is, how am I going to think this up? Let's see. Yeah, I'm glad you don't have those kind of issues. I kind of think a lot, so a part of me just gets to thinking like, God, what if, like I don't know, like what if that happens, that kind of thing. So I'm a very, unfortunately, I'm a really bad catastrophic thinker, and that's kind of one of the things that go through my mind. So if it's not anything related to uh, like my own like mentality, or like my own like, if I'm not dunking on myself, sometimes I think about those kind of things, and it gets weird. And I won't lie, it does, I guess in a way, get a little concerning. Then maybe I think it would be fine if I just do this. I won't lie. Now that I feel the plastic ones a little more, I think I like the material a little better. Let's see. But it's also the fact that it's not like sliding. I think it's because I'm making an effort to make sure it doesn't. Right. Then go down. I circle around the ankle. Highlight the heel and the ankle. Circle it around. The fifth Anavata. Is that the blue one? Wait. I heard Slay the Spire is really good. I gotta give that a try. But is the Anavata the blue one? Let's see. It is. It is a blue one with the interesting sword shield thing. I really like the head sculpt on that one, because it looks like it has a teeth, not teeth, but like that maw, that mouth. It's just like, I really like that. But it also, the person that designed it also did the IBO kits. So I think the first thing that came up to mind when I saw that was basically like something like Astroth. So it reminded me a lot of Astroth without the big sword. So that was cool. But like, I don't pre-order. I didn't really get any of those kits because like I don't do P Bandai a lot. So like I love like looking at some of the mechanical designers, and like some of them are actually really good. But what was I talking about? Yeah, I don't go to P Bandai as much. The only time I did was when I bought Rider the V Buckle, but that was because I wanted to make another purchase, and that was for the 30-minute missions Black Knight, and it's a sight to behold to me. So I'm like, okay, it's cool, because I already have the Spinatio Knight, but this one is the Spinatio Black Knight, and it's just cool. Why does it feel taller? Kind of is. But like, this isn't final. But it just feels very... I don't know. I'm very intrigued with this finish. Because it's like, it's something I'm not used to. Yeah, but like other than that, like I don't. Oh God, I wish I could say I could like order more from P Bandai, but like I don't, because there's just a lot. But like, oh God, that means that there's another one. There's a 30-minute Sisters kit I wanted to get, because of the fact that it's like it's it's the fourth bunny girl, right? But like the thing I really found like that got me to like it was the smile. And this is it's so weird to say it like out loud, but like the way she grins is just like God. I just want to give a head pat, that kind of thing. And it's just like I don't know, it's just something precious about that kind of thing. And I'm like, maybe one day. It is the difficulties of being, I guess, a model collector, like a collector of those kind of things. Where it's like you have to justify. You don't have to justify, but to me, I'm like, should I justify it? A Yodana stat? Uh, oh yeah, that's right. She did have one. Isn't that like a couple years old by now? I know they're doing one for rename now, so it's like I've always thought this was kind of cool. Hold on. Is there a Yodana statue? Let's go to Mandarake. I'm gonna put it here. Was it like that? Because that's the only statue I know, Yodana. But let's see. Also, like, going back to Grand Blue, right? The song I'm listening to, it's 10 minutes long, almost 11. So it's like, yeah. Actually, Hajime. Yeah, like, I don't know. With that Yodana statue, I just looked at Mandarake and was just like, it's the first thing I saw. It's not hard. I don't think it was hard to actually find. But let's see. I could use this for maybe the knees. The knee pad, I guess. But I don't try to buy statues really. Like the only time I actually do is when it comes to Hololive, I think. Because I just bought like I have a lot of the pop-up parades, as you guys saw from my unboxings. I do have the entirety of Gamers, and I was really happy about that. I have one that isn't part of anyone, but that so I was very selective with this one, but I have Nakiri Ayame. I have a lot of pop-up parades, and one of them was just that it was Gamers, Nakiri Ayame, and most of Hollow Myth. Because I have Kali, I have Gura. I don't remember who else I have. I think I have Kiara. Maybe, I don't remember. It's out there. I could take a look and see, but I'm like, maybe another time. I'll figure it out. Oh yeah, that's right. I needed to connect these so that way the joints don't gradually decay over time. And what I mean by that is that the more I bend these, the more weaker it becomes, right? So I need to reinforce these. But other than that, like that was the thing. When I was younger, I used to play around with these a lot, and I had to deal with issues like these breaking because of the fact that I always move these around too much. So, unfortunately, well, fortunately, I haven't gone through them. I haven't gone through that again. But I think the unfortunate thing is that it's so complicated now to the point where if a certain part did break, I probably wouldn't notice, or B, I was too lazy to fix it. Which I think it'd be the latter part. Cause I did make a Kamen Rider double, like my own version, and that one, unfortunately, all his fingers are broken. I'm too lazy to take it apart and fix it, and yeah, it's just kind of happens to be like that. It sucks. I say it sucks because that double was really good. In terms of like how I built it, it was really good, but let's see. And then I made a Kamen Rider O's one, and that was really good as well. So I was thinking like maybe in another day, and when I actually do feel up for it, I can do another writer, or I can come up. I can remake this. This is part of a project that I did a year ago, but like I stopped because if I had to be very honest, my insecurities got the better of me. My demons won, and I can't look at this the same way as I did when I made it. So I can probably remake it from scratch, but not using that mold. So yeah, it sucks when those things happen, but you know, that's life. Now I just gotta figure out how I want this. Yeah, it does, but it's like it's also because, like I said, that project I was gonna make for the 1 year anniversary. Something personally, I was going through. I wasn't really going through great things, and things happened, and I just abandoned the project altogether, and it was not great. It's a story that I kind of. It's not the fact that I feel bad about or feel proud talking about. It was not my greatest moment. But it it was a learning curve, and that's all that matters. At least I learned from it. But kind of wish it wasn't that. Kind of wish that that project wasn't like the didn't take the brunt of it all. Okay, now I gotta figure out. Maybe I could do it like this. Actually, I think the foot was fine. I was gonna use pipe cleaners for those anyways. So just gonna see what I can do with the legs left. Cause I could leave the legs as bare as it is. Maybe not. But yeah, like I do want to go back into that project. It's just the fact that maybe yeah, it also got me thinking like maybe I was trying too hard to project what I thought of those people. Because like I whatever I did, it wasn't exactly like relevant, I guess, to what they were doing at the time. which it was like most of my fan art there. So it was definitely, I guess, a lot of things. But no, like it's still pretty bad, but like I'm still trying to learn how to deal with like a whole bunch of things like I don't know how to explain it. Like letting other people do their thing and not feel like this is very hard. I never had a thought about it like this. I think it's just more like I shouldn't feel like threatened, that kind of thing. So it's like more of like I gotta park my like curb my pride, basically, because I've had some pretty poor displays of like that kind of thing, self-worth, I guess, and it was just it just sucks. It's not great. Let's see. But that's what being human's about. At least to me. But like I'm not the other thing is this is not a great thing to say. But like I am not really afraid to call myself out a lot because of the fact that like it is to me totally fine to call myself out because of the fact that it's like it just in my case to me it makes me feel like I'm admitting my it makes me sound like I am aware of my own faults, and maybe that just comes off a little too prideful. And it's like, yeah, I know my issues. I know everything that's wrong with me. I don't need a therapist, which leads back into just like, no, just because I know the issues doesn't mean I know how to fix them. But it's definitely I know there's a lot of people that are actually going through that too. And not that I know them personally, but maybe I do, and they just don't talk about it, and it's like that's fine. Next one. I'm working on the crotch now. I realize I'm working on the crotch now. Like I could do this without like actually thinking about what I'm doing and just be like looking at it. It's like, yeah, I want to do this. I'm gonna work on this. But let's see, 12? Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of one of the like things that I kind of understood. It's like especially with the whole self-worth thing, sometimes you're just shooting yourself in the foot for no reason. Well, they're not for any reason, but it's like sometimes you're a little too critical, and that it's just like maybe just a little too hard on yourself to the point where you kind of just bar yourself from a lot of things. It's not great. But like if it's like a big thing you did wrong and you don't take accountability for that, it is definitely like I guess to me like red flags. But yeah. It definitely sucks when like I guess like in terms of like wait, it's mental awareness month, right? Hold on. Let me see. It is. This month is mental awareness month. I forgot about that. I also forgot to hydrate myself. Cool. But yeah, like, one of the things I tried doing a little more was basically like, what can I do? I started asking myself, like, what can I do? What can I, like, just try working on or improving, or just what project do I want to work on this time? So there's that. There's so many strands that are sticking out. And it's not even done. I didn't even start the upper body. I might have to end stream in like another hour. But like, oh, it's already 12:40. Yeah, I have another hour, so I am gonna try to move as quickly as I can. Let's see, well, not quickly as I can, but like, the thing I want to do for this is to make a stop motion animation. I think I said that earlier. I want to make a stop motion animation out of this. But like, it's also like, another thing about it. I'm in that. I'm still in that position where it's hard for me to accept compliments, I guess. But like, I think I eased up on it a bit. Where nowadays, like, I won't lie. Like, I've always felt like whenever I hang out with like a VTuber or something, or not hang out, but like, if there's a, I don't, I kind of barely watch VTubers nowadays, but like, there's these two that I actually kind of enjoy. I don't watch the content, but I enjoy the community that they built, and it's really great. But the problem is that I think that was one of my breaking points where I took a break. I took a break from like Twitter. I took a break from like a lot of things, but like, I just wanted to like low key check out and just do what I wanted to do, focus on what I wanted to, I guess, kind of what I wanted to just think of. So I just kind of did that, but it still kind of bothers me where I'm like, I wish in a way I can just throw my money at people and they'd be happy about it. But I don't. Here's the thing, I don't throw my money out at people. There's only one person I am a YouTube member for, and it is Gargura. I'm still a chumbud. I will always be a chumbud. But like, I've never been a member of anyone else since, and that is, to me, okay. But like, that's because Gyura made me realize how much I really liked VTubers. Like, I loved VTubers a lot, but like, not hanging out, but like seeing a lot of the indies in VTubing kind of lessened it for me. So I I was in that position where I was like, I can't say I love VTubers anymore. I can only say I like them now. Which, by the way, is total BS. I can't. I can't just say like. I can't say like. I like them because the fact that it was lessened. No, I still really deep down inside, I know that I still love VTubers as much as when I first saw them. So it's like, it hasn't changed. It's just the perception of it for me is a little more warped than I like. But like, I'm still in that weird naive phase where I'm like, I still believe that there could be something. Like, it's the entirety of what my theme is, which is basically dream, hopes, and dreams, and that kind of thing, you know? And that's how I view VTubers. Unfortunately, it has gone to the mainstream where it's just like people are trying to look for a quick buck. As you can see from people doing a whole bunch of redebuts and everything, which I honestly don't understand. Like, I made a tweet a little while ago where I was thinking, like, maybe I should rebrand and, like, get rid of this Zryken you're seeing now and change him into, like, some kind of thing that everyone else is going, like Demon Lord or Cat Boy, like an animal person or just something else like that, and give them a human face. And I almost cried, actually. Like, just thinking about that, I almost cried because I'm like, that doesn't make it feel like me though. It's almost as if I'm killing myself just to cater towards like a market that is oversaturated. And I kind of came to the realization that it's like I just tried too hard to try to appeal to no one. And that was a very strange week, I would say. And what I mean by that was like last month. Last month? Could have been a couple weeks ago, actually. But it was definitely not a good thing. But yeah, like I learned from that, so that was a definitely an interesting thing. Cause I like my theme. I'm happy with it. It's not conventional because it's not really one thing, but it's one of those that I kind of like. Cause like, I'm an artist, right? I can make things to a degree. So what better way to do that than, you know, do it like what other people like Juniper or like Zentrea or like all the other big ones are doing, where they have multiple designs, multiple forms, and like similar lore and everything. So I've made a few of those already. As you guys already know, I have a gender banded version of myself, right? And that was the one that I showed off with the Dragonellos thing. But like, I also am in the works of another, which I think I can actually show, cause so far, yeah. Let's download and lock that. Add another image source. That's not what I wanted it. Let's see. Wrong one. It's this one. Not a lot of people are gonna be worried about it, but this is gonna be another form. So, this guy is another form for me, and he has some lore. This was it's one of two. And what I mean by that is, lore wise, if you want to know, Zryken is a physical manifestation of how I view myself. Literally, the entirety of it is my mental journey through this entire streaming thing. How I would change, how I probably would change, and basically how I want to be. Zryken is who I want to be, how I want to mold myself to be like a better person in a way, you know? And that was the entirety. It's funny because I'm talking about it more than I am working on this, but like it's that thing. But I made a, so I love dark writers, right? Like evil common writers. And what some of them are that I love them so much is the fact that they are literally the mirror. They mirror the main character's morals, or like they are a slightly more twisted version of the main character. So like and that's why I love like certain dark writers like Ryuga. So like there's that. So I made one for myself. I still had to design him properly, but I have a sort of villain thing named Nightmare, and that is basically the main villain for this entire thing, where it's my dark thoughts. Each part of a form that I would design or make is a part of me mentally, physically, or just me in general. So Zryken embodies my I think I made a note of it. Hold on, let me find it first before I get it wrong. Let's see. Restore. Yeah. Zryken, I wrote down, representing dreams and hope, desire to grow into a light and darkness, that kind of thing. Like imagine a black void, and you see like this glowing, like this a bright star, that kind of thing. A part of me wanted to be that. Zryken, the maid, the female gender band, represents a very sensitive but like fragile part of me, I guess. I kind of just said represents my humanity, emotion, and fragility of both the mind and heart. So like maybe it was a little too technical, but no, it's just it's just that it's just more the human emotion, the human emotion, I would say. Like at least like that's how I feel like Zryken would represent. So I have lore for it. Also, Zryken was an accident. In my lore, she was an accident. It happens when so like the lore for Zryken is basically she is me, but imagine losing a battle and then accidentally transforming into in a accidentally changing forms after losing, and then you having like no memory of who you were before. So it's that amnesiac hero thing, which I think was a very funny thing to theme it off of. Okay, then gotta twist this around though. But it was definitely like a fun thing because also, like, I don't know if anyone knows, but like, I love slice of life. So I was thinking, like, yeah, I could do something with that, and then just make like a comic for Zryken, like the daily life that she goes through working at a maid cafe. Always being overworked by her boss was what I thought would be funny, but like, it's also the fact that like that's happened to me for real, but I did get paid for it. But it's just the fact that like I did lose a lot of time, basically. Well, I wouldn't say time, but like I lost a lot of like time. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's like when you work so much and then you kind of forget that like what it feels like to have a day off. Like I kind of went through that at one point, and it was not great. I will tell you first and foremost that I did not have any me time, and now that like when I had like more than a day off, I was just like sort of conditioned to think like I want to go back to work. I'm not used to like having more than one day off, or not even a day off, because all you did was just wake up, go to work, and then that's kind of how you lived. But yeah, and then there's that third one. So far it was only the dragon. I wanted it to be a two-parter because why not, like one of two, because the dragon is the main body, but there's gonna be a physical, like a smaller, more knightly body. And the reason for that is because if you didn't know about the names, I people got my name wrong almost all the time. I see almost, and I don't. There were times where I actually thought I was gonna be annoyed about it, but I really am not. I just thought it was really funny. So people call me Zryken. There's some people that actually call me properly, but like Zryken, but like there have been people that call me Zryken, Zryken, and stuff, and it's always funny because it's like, okay, yeah, but the funny bit about it is that I turn those into characters. So Zryken is a just the fact that people can't say my name right, but it's also the fact that like the group I'm in, we're just like, yeah, we want maids. So I'm like, I'm on it, I got it. I was like, I was cooking real hard that day. And then another one was Zryken. I wanted, I think the funny thing is that originally I kept thinking about if anyone knows Zurg from Buzz Lightyear, and he's like the giant purple dude with the arm cannon. But I'm like, nah. And I've always been thinking about doing like a fantasy themed me. So it's like it kind of worked where I kind of just wanted to make like a flaming spark that embodies an armor. And apparently I didn't know what it was called, but like apparently that like it was a weird debate. I guess it was like it was called either living armor or something. It's like I was thinking of like a wisp that embodies a suit of armor, and there's apparently nothing about that. So it's like, god, it was the people that tried to help me did the best. I think someone also called it a mimic, but I'm like, doesn't feel like one. So it was definitely unfortunate that it was never settled, but they tried their best, and I respect them for that. But yeah, like I oh yeah, also the other reason why that fantasy one exists is because I wanted it to represent like. So earlier this year, I made a thing where I wanted to make forms that were reminiscent of the people that inspired me. So I did one, which was a VTuber named Meg Yoni. So I made a design that was solely just in her liking, or to her likeness, I guess, but just me. But in the end, it's like that was the only one. So I made Zryken, and then in the end, I was like, it doesn't have to look like them. It doesn't have to look like the people that inspired me, because I realized that when I made Zryken, I drew her again and again, a couple more times, and I found out that she was my comfort character, and like a really big, like this weird part of depression I was going through. And I realized that she was my Gargura. So it was totally fine at that point. Well, I was like, it's definitely okay to not to feel like it's weird, but like I realized that it was okay to like. Also because I was talking to a friend who was like, yeah, it's you don't have to make it look like them. And this fantasy one, I wanted to do as thanks to the people that kind of accepted me for the way I am, because of the fact that like that group is all like, I don't want to make it sound weird, but it's like they're all about TTRPGs and card games, and like they're all fantasy. Like I realized that they're all like more fantasy centered. So it kind of made me want to just give my thanks to them that way. So yeah, I'm also thinking like for this scale, I'm just gonna use the white paper cleaners for the hands, because as you can see, my hands are white. My gloves are white. So it's just more like I was thinking about it where I probably wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for those people I met. If it wasn't for the the fact that what actually got me was the fact that they were watching Kamen Rider Geats. And it's so sad they did. No, they're not gonna finish it. So, but it's fine. Like I thought about it. Like I think at first I was really bitter about it, because it's like, oh, they don't care, they're not that big into Toku. But it's like it's fine. It's better that I met casual fans rather than like the people that act like, I don't know. There's a problem with it, I guess. Where I did join another, I think I mentioned this a couple times. I joined another group that actually was Toku centric, but like it just didn't feel right. I just didn't feel okay. I didn't feel okay being in there. Like I guess it's just like because of the fact that it's like I drop in some spoilers. Like obviously I was just respectful about it, but like they have a spoiler tab too, so I would just sometimes drop those there frequently. So it's like, okay. But no, I think in a way I just don't know how to deal with those kind of things. Especially when people have like different opinions for some of the like I do understand some of them, but some of them I don't. Or just like for example, people don't like a design of this thing, but like I'm that kind of guy that's okay with everything. So it's definitely hard to just be like, I guess having it. It's hard for me to have an opinion, especially when I like anything and everything. Because I guess in my case, that's the most annoying part for me. is when I am like that, and it feels like I'm annoying someone because of it. Let's see. What? It wasn't even in the camera, but I've been working on that. I'm working on the left hand. But like, I originally was gonna do like a black twist tie on black twist tie for the base, and then cover in white. But I realized that that's not really gonna work. So, like, yeah. Also, back to my lore, right? I wanted I mentioned it on Twitter, but like one of the things is like since Zryken is basically me, but with no memories of me who I was prior, I was thinking like making it into a way where Zryken would sort of have vision, like dreams, vivid dreams of Zryken. Not in a weird way, but like in a way it's just like memories, like repressed memories in a way. But I'm still gonna have to figure out how that's gonna all work out. Maybe I can do another. I could do another for the elbow, yeah. One. Okay. And then after I finish his arm, I think I have to get going. See. Which is actually sad, because now I think about it, I think last time in like wait, hold on. I gotta pull it up again. But I think I did two parts like last time. God. So this is gonna sound concerning, but has anyone just like take the eyes off of something, but then they're now looking at the computer screen and it's all blurry? I'm fine, really. Like honestly. Okay, so an hour and a half. So the same time, not really the same time. Last year, I did it. It took me an hour and a half to do the entire skeletal frame. This is taking me an hour, almost an hour 40, because I think at the moment I've been talking a lot more than I was working, and I think that's an improvement. It's not because of the fact that like I want to get this done and over with. It's the fact that I think I found things to talk about, which I think some of the topics I was talking about today are not great. It's a little too deep, I guess. Like I think those are like the what not to talk about on stream 101 kind of stuff. But like it's definitely something. Let's see. It's gonna work. And this is not final, by the way. This is actually gonna get a lot better. I can guarantee that. I know that. I'm gonna make it work. But like, I think last year. That is true. As long as it's like not like, oh yeah, I live here and here. Like to me, I guess like my biggest thing is like at least I'm not sure my location. So it's like, yeah. Although, my little brother could say otherwise, cause he gets, my little brother like whenever I do things with my little brother on stream or like when in video, he gets upset at me because of the fact that I talk about like things, and like I guess like in general, I kind of like talk about like where our general area is, and I guess I'm like, you know, you're not wrong. And it's just like I gotta kind of watch where like watch that, I guess. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, I don't think that's bad. But with what I'm sharing, huh? Yeah. I've at least at least it's better than like talking about like drama. Like I still don't understand it, but like in a sense, I don't really understand why people still talk about Niji Sanji, and it like if people don't like them, they could just move on, that kind of thing. But now it's just like, okay. By the way, we're done with the arm. This is actually a lot better than I thought, to be honest. But let's see. It is definitely gonna be a better arm. It's definitely gonna be better sculpted in the next part. Because I think, actually, now I think about it, might be 3 parts. Which, actually, funny enough, I have a 3-day weekend, so I could probably do this on Monday. Because I don't have anything to do on Monday, so I might do that actually. Or should I just relax? Stuff to do. Well, anyways. So this is how far we got. All we gotta do now is make the other arm, and then after that, bulk up this thing, entire thing, and actually, also make the head. But we have to like bulk up everything and like do everything to make sure it looks like the thing here, the image right here. So yeah, unfortunately, this is where I'm gonna stop. But and yeah, because I got something to do later today, so I'm gonna go get all that ready. So tomorrow I will be continuing Megaton Musashi. I don't know why I've been playing that like every weekend, but I've been enjoying it so far. So, and it's also probably like it's getting me away from New Gundam Breaker, despite the fact that I do need to finish the rest of New Gundam Breaker, because I hit the post game stuff, I guess. So one day I'll get back to that. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you guys tomorrow, and maybe Monday. We'll see what happens. Or I could just finish this on next Saturday, and I'll just take Monday as like a day to just work on stuff behind the scenes. But until I figure that out, yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. It's been a pretty productive like day for me, I guess, even though I just kind of woke up. So and my fingers are hurting. That's funny. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Before I get myself distracted anymore, I'll be going later.